together, girl, you need to grow up. You want to end your 20s this way. 'Cause off the stage, I'm a normal girl, but these Hollywood lights wash the blemishes away. Under the cover up, I'm a normal girl, and I'll cry just the same. I never do it on purpose, but half of the time I let it go. I drink too much and my mess falls out, wasted with all the lights out. I don't have to think about me, my love life. I don't have to be me. I'm escaping my reality. Oh, I'm so alone. I just really wanted you to know that off the stage, I'm a normal girl, but these Hollywood lights wash the blemishes away. Under the cover up, I'm a normal girl, and I cry just the same. And off the stage, I'm a normal girl. I make dumb mistakes. I feel the weight of the world. Under the cover up, I'm a normal girl, and I'll cry just the same. I'll cry the same. Oh, I'm so alone. I just really wanted you to know.
You're listening to Live from Studio 2. This is CIUT 89.5 FM, and on this program, every week we invite a very special guest, special artist to come perform live for you from our Studio 2. This week we have Semiah. Say hi to the folks. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Sego Sewaguego. Hi, Toronto. What's up?
Amazing. For those who might not be familiar with you, what's your pitch? What's your 30-second, this is who I am?
Oh my gosh, I always hate this question. Oh, okay, my pitch. But I'm from Six Nations. I'm a singer, songwriter, and producer as well. And I love to dance. I love to sing. I kind of grew up performing, and I never ever thought I would be any kind of real performing artist when I was an adult. But here I am.
Indeed, yeah, that's a tough question for you to answer, given that you do so many different things. It must be hard to get into one thing or another. We should also say your performance today might not be representative of what people might be familiar with from your recorded work. You're kind of doing a stripped down thing for us, which is very, very radio friendly and awesome. But your normal discography, if people go dive in, it's very produced, very almost hyperpop. How did you find that sound for yourself? What brought you to where you are with your recorded music?
Yeah, I mean, one of the songs that I sang is like "Nothing Can Kill My Love for You," and it did kind of start out as a little bit more like indie folk. And yeah, it's because I think at that time I probably didn't know a lot of production at all, so it kind of really did start more acoustic, which is crazy. And then, yeah, I think I was a little bit nervous about starting actually to learn about producing. My dada, or like, that's how we say grandma in my language. So my dada bought me like one of those like drum pads for Christmas one time.
Cool.
And it came with like a subscription to Ableton built in. And so
The gateway drug for many.
yeah. literally. But I was using GarageBand at that point, and I guess I should have used Logic, but I got a free Ableton subscription. So, but I feel like I got that, and then I looked at Ableton and I was like, whoa, this is like crazy. And I kind of like was a little bit scared to even begin, because like it was a big learning curve for me. So for a while, I wasn't actually doing any of my own production. I was just doing the songwriting and then working like with some producers as well for my first two songs. But I guess what I was finding from those collaborations is that like I kind of wanted to take full creative control of the songs. So,
Totally.
And I was really lucky enough to get a grant to go take an online kind of like songwriting course from Berkeley, which is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that really taught me a lot about, you know, arranging, you know, what are the different parts of a song, you know, how can you like generate song lyrics and like all these things. And then also a lot of production tips.
Yeah.
So I think like even my first EP was actually just mostly my homework pieces for that course, which is crazy. So
I mean, might as well. You know, you're putting all
Right?
this effort in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like after that course, I really started to kind of learn more about producing, and I still feel like a baby producer even now. Like, but yeah, leaning more into hyperpop. You know, I've always been a fan of like, you know, EDM, electronic music, and
Totally,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, I started leaning more into just like those like really fast-paced dance tracks, which
Yeah.
are my personal favorite. Yeah, I think I was really inspired by Pink Panthers during the pandemic, and just hearing kind of like those UK garage beats and like wanting to create something for people to come together and dance. And obviously, I love dancing, so I
Yeah.
feel like when I'm producing, I actually envision how I'm gonna dance to it when I'm producing the
That's
song.
very fun.
Yeah, so I
that
feel
a
like
lot.
that comes first.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I would love to get into that a little bit more because you're joining us right before you release your sophomore EP,
Yeah.
which is a 3-song EP. We've already heard the first 2, the third one
Yeah.
coming at some point. And there's some music videos that go along with
Yeah.
a few of these tracks as well. And from what I read, you were choreographing, directing, kind of everything on these music videos. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, so the one that it's out right now is Nothing at All. So that's like the second song from Lover Girl. And I kind of wanted to create a dance track, obviously. And then I built in a dance break in the song. And that was like the coolest part for me because I'm like, I want to make something where like I can actually dance because I haven't really showcased that a lot in my, well, I guess I did in my Withdrawals music video, but I just wanted to create something so that other people could dance to it or like learn the dance. So I feel like I don't want to release anything if I don't at least envision a music video with it, which is weird. But that process was really awesome. I worked with one of my good friends, Maggie Marthley. She's from Six Nations too. And she's a really awesome like videographer, cinematographer. And I feel like we're both kind of like on the rise in our own fields, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like she kind of gets me with I feel like a lot of my aesthetic and kind of what I'm trying to bring into, my artistry is like I grew up on the res and like there's a lot of resi things. And it's nice to know that like someone I'm working with, like Maggie, she's also from the res. Like she kind of gets it and knows me. So
And I'm sure that, that background made its way into the music videos as well and some of the choices you're making.
Yeah.
If you were to just give a little bit of a teaser of what these music videos are kind of about or like what kind of visuals you're working with, because I've seen some of the promo shots and I've checked out some of what's out already, and it's very striking, very cool visuals, and you definitely have such a directorial vision that I can tell you really executed on. So tell the people a little bit about like what is going on in these music videos.
Yeah. So Nothing at All is really like, like those early 2000s inspired dance classic music video. I'm going to say, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing air quotes right now. Basically the original plot was that I was supposed to be going from the res to the city. From the city to the res to go to a party. And it's right after like I broke up with somebody. And it's kind of like at that point when you're like, I just want to go out and have fun and I don't want to think about this anymore.
Totally.
But it's almost like it has the vibe of like crying in the club because like everyone else is supposed to be like crazy everywhere else, and then I'm just like kind of just focused and a little bit more intimate and sad, even if all this stuff is going on around. I mean, I'm sure some people like that's definitely been me before, so
sure
based on personal
many
experience.
can relate.
Yeah. But yeah, so Nothing at All is crying in the club in style, and then Clementine is probably more of like a short film kind of vibe. It's based on Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like the lead character, Kate Winslet, plays Clementine in that movie. And I feel like as like I'm still kind of a lover girl, but I'm trying to like
Well, per the EP title.
per the EP, like it's supposed to be, the EP was supposed to be like the death of a lover girl, but like now I'm a lover girl again. But I'm a lover girl with boundaries. I think that's what the difference is. You know what I mean?
And we're reborn better.
We're reborn better, and we're not as naive as before. But I think I really like because I kind of like most of these songs, actually all of them came out of like breakups and stuff. And I think like at the time of when I was going through a really hard breakup, my comfort movie was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And I feel like seeing kind of like their dynamic together, and I liked that they didn't necessarily vilify one person or glamorize another character. You kind of got to see both of their faults and a little bit where they were both coming from, which I think is really, really interesting for me because I think that's so true. And like, I don't know, like part of me, like the lover girl and me was like, oh my gosh, like they're meant to be, but like, do they get back together, la la la. And I just, through that, I kind of identified a lot with Clementine in a way. I wouldn't say like I'm as impulsive as her, but in the way that like I feel like I have a really big personality and like, you know, I'm doing all this like crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to like for someone maybe to romanticize that, like with the, I don't know, like the manic pixie dream girl aesthetic is what she's kind of represents.
She has
it's a
pink
trope.
hair too, right?
No, she has all different color hair.
Right,
And I actually changed wigs in my music video, and that was crazy.
There you go.
But like, yeah, so I didn't feel like maybe the movie showed enough of her perspective, so I kind of wanted to create a music video and a song from her perspective, and like it was kind of a way for me to like go through my emotions, at least in the songwriting process, without necessarily being like, this is exactly what I'm going through, la la la, because, you know, I still feel like a little bit uncomfortable with being too vulnerable, but hopefully I'll grow out of that soon. I have no shame anymore, so
it's all about the growth.
Yeah.
Hey you, I noticed you like staring at the moon. No fakeness or plastic, you like playing life out of tune. And I know I'm alive for a short while, but I'll be here, I'll always be here for you, even when I'm just long gone. And you make the bed seem worthwhile, and I'll never forget you, even after we 6 feet underground. And you, you make the bed seem worthwhile. And I know that I'll never forget you, even after we're both long gone. I've evolved so much, can't remember who I was before. Your smile was engraved on my heart, and love was just an image in my mind. I knew I fell for you the way that you would fall asleep, so slow and instantly. I felt and when I'm gray and old, I will look back on these times. I'll fake a smile, knowing how much I miss you, knowing that I will see you soon. And I know I'm alive for a short while, but I know that I'll never forget you, even after we're both long gone.
Totally. If you're just tuning in, I am chatting with Semiah, Toronto-based indie artist, originally from Six Nations, and we're talking about her new EP, Lover Girl, which is no vowels in there, just for anyone that wants to look it up, right?
Yeah.
It's LVRGRL.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a little bit about your upcoming plans in regards to both. You have this trip to Sweden.
Yes.
That sounds fascinating. Let's start there. Why are we going to Sweden? What's there?
Yeah, well, I got invited to do a showcase out there, which is so exciting. I'm going to Gothenburg, and yeah, I'm going with Women in Music Canada, which is really, really exciting.
Cool.
It's going to be my first ever outside of North America show, and basically I'm going there to showcase and hopefully get some bookings in Europe or anyone who's there. So I think that's a really huge step forward for me, because I feel like with the kind of music that I do, I think it would be really great to show that to a European audience, and it's very different than here. So I'm so excited. And obviously Sweden is the hub of pop music, which I actually didn't really, really know before. So I'm so excited to be going.
Eurovision.
I know.
Maybe not so much these days, but yeah, there's some classics coming out of there.
Exactly. So I'm so excited. I know it's so beautiful too. So
yeah. That's so cool. So I know we're also waiting on the third episode from this EP. Real quick, why are the releases being titled as episodes? What's behind that choice?
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be because each one has a music video with them. That to me doesn't have a music video with it. It might eventually, but it's kind of like the trilogy of a Lover Girl. It's basically kind of going through at least my journey of experiencing that. And maybe it's almost like the different stages of, a breakup. But they're kind of, I've always been interested in film and directing. And also that's one of my goals is to make a feature film one day.
Cool.
So as much as this is so much extra work, and sometimes as I'm editing at 4 a.m. and I'm why did I really want to do this? It's I love putting visuals and film together to tell. I just think it makes the story more real, and I really want to build the world of Lover Girl. So if they're all kind of have their own little movies,
that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Cool. And I know we were talking before about how hard it is to predict when things will happen, especially with such a chaotic but in a very fruitful way creative process.
Yeah.
That being said, when do you think we're gonna get our third song?
Fingers crossed, sometime mid to late November.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So
yeah.
just around the horizon. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so right now, like, all the stems are done, and it's currently being mixed. Yeah.
Exciting. And I also hear rumors of perhaps an album sometime next year.
Yes, 2026, baby.
Super exciting. Will this be your first full length LP?
Yeah.
Wow. How are you feeling about
I'm really nervous. Like, a part of me is like, it has to be the best thing ever, and then another part of me is like, let's just get one out. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like I'm a perfectionist in a lot of ways. So, but I have a lot of songs that I think are gonna make it right now, which is super exciting.
Cool. Well, we're excited. We'll be keeping an eye out for those announcements. For anyone that's listening at home and wants to follow what you're doing and keep updated, where should they find you?
At the baby auntie on everything, and it's auntie AUNTY, the baby auntie, or Semiah SEMIAH. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And real quick, I'd love if you could just tell me a bit about the songs that you played today, which are not from the EP we've mainly been talking about, but if there's any context you want to give to our listeners about the first two songs that you've already played and the one that we're about to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, so the first two songs is Nothing Can Kill My Love for You. That was my first song that I ever wrote. And yeah, I believe I released that in 2021. It was like during the pandemic, which was crazy. And I think that was the first time that I ever thought that maybe I wanted to become an artist. So that was really cool. It was definitely a very different sound than what I am going for now, I guess, with hyperpop and very like heavily produced. But interestingly, it's also like I think I'm going back to those roots with some of the songs on my album, because the second song was I Cry the Same, which is like I was really inspired by, you know, SZA, how she was like very like R&B, but then also she has a very like alt pop vibe to her. So I wanted to create a song like that. And also like the rhythm of the guitar. I really, really like the rhythm of that groove. And the chords are from Cage the Elephant, Cigarette Daydreams, because that was the first song I learned on guitar. And I just want everyone to know I'm like, I would say I'm not a crazy, awesome shredding guitar player. So I was so nervous for this interview.
Well, you killed it.
Oh, thank you.
It sounded amazing. And we're about to go out on this last track that you played for us. What is this? The song that's coming up?
This song is called Broken Heart, and I do play this live with a hand drum. And I started actually singing more like traditional kind of music. So this was kind of like my take on blending those two things. I've heard like ways that this has been done before, and I was like, okay, what's some kind of like new way that I can incorporate both worlds? So yeah, it's my R&B hand drum song called Broken Heart. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Semiah, for joining us here at Studio 2 today. Once again, the new EP Lover Girl is out everywhere now, and y'all should go buy it and support your work. Thanks again so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye.
I love you so deep. I love you so completely. I tried to heal everything. You left me with nothing to show for the years. All of my tears, I thought I found a good one. Nothing can compare the depths of despair of you doing me wrong. When you look to the stars, I hope you think of me. I'll be counting them one by one for all the times you broke my heart. My heart, my heart. known from the start that you were not meant for me. I loved you for your spirit, you swore the same in 4 directions. See, now that you're gone, I gotta move on. Know that you lost a good one. Nothing can compare the depths of despair of you doing me wrong. When you look to the stars, I hope you think of me. I'll be counting them one by one for all the times you broke my heart. My heart, my heart, my heart, my broken heart. Oh, my heart, my heart, my heart, my broken heart. Oh, my broken heart. My broken, my broken, my broken heart.
You've been listening to Semiah live from Studio 2 here at CIUT 89.5 FM, and I hope that you enjoyed that session.